continue for the question number one. Okay, I don't want to continue for another part of the question. Why? Because I want to focus that actually you have already understood about the thing you have to do for the first question. Okay, and it is not only you can write it well, but also you have to know the theory of both of the compound and the complex sentence. Okay, it is not only writing it, but you know actually why you have to write using the compound or the complex sentences, why you have to use for it using the subordinating or the coordinating conjunction as well as the correlative conjunction. What actually those of these types of the conjunction, teacher. And before we discuss more about the letter, and we are going to analyze about the grammar or about the compound and the complex sentences of now we are going to discuss and we are going to see from your letters regarding to this complex and the compound sentences. Once more, it is very important for you who are going to join for the IGCSE test as well as IELTS test or the TOEFL. It is very important to know about the noun clause, about the grammar, about the compound. And at the previous meeting, I have already explained about the compound, the various coordinating conjunction. Okay, it's like and, or, and, yet, nor, for. Okay, those are for the compound. And I also have already explained that compounds consist of two independent clauses. That's why we call it compound, because both of the sentences or clauses have the same quality as the independent clause. Means that they don't support each other, but they can stand by itself. They can support, but it doesn't mean they have to it's like depend to another sentence. So once more, compound sentences a sentence that consists of two, or it could be three sentences that are all of them are integrated. Okay, in one sentence there are one independent sentence and another is dependent sentence. Okay, it could be used the relative pronouns like that, which, why, and other using correlative correlative conjunction such as neither nor, either or, not only but also, or using the subordinating conjunctions such as because, then, what else, because of, what else, since, however, good, what else. Okay, would you please help me to mention okay, would you please mention for the subordinating conjunction, guys? Okay, subordinating conjunction that we can use for the complex sentence. However, good. What else? Concession.
But.
Yeah, but for the coordinating or compound sentence. However, good. What else? Although, even though. What else? Yes, good. What else? Talking about the reason. Hello? Because. Yes, good. Because. What else?
Although.
Although is condition. Yes, good. What else? Even though, although, however, it is the condition. What else? For the reason, because, since, as, what else?
Thus. Thus.
Yes. Okay, those are the example of the subordinating conjunction that we can use for the complex sentences. And the correlative conjunction, or we call it pair conjunction. Would you please mention some of them? Correlative conjunction, neither nor, what else? That you have to put into the same part, or you have to put it at the same pair. It's like neither nor. So you are not allowed to use neither or, either or, neither nor. What else? Not only but also. What else? Okay, what else? Hello? Hello, are you there? Hello, are you there, guys?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. What else?
Yes.
Neither nor, either or, not only but also. What else? If, then, both, and. Okay, it is called the pair conjunction or correlative conjunction, and also can be used for making the complex sentences. Okay, next we are going to see at the previous letters made by Chantik before we go and continue to the next letter. I found many complex sentences. It is good for you to upgrade your score or to improve your score for the from the examiner. Okay, therefore I told you before, one of the requirement of the writing and reading and writing for IGCSE is please understand about the complex sentence as well as compound, because it will help you to upgrade or to improve your score to be better, of course. Okay, now from the first one, Chantik or whoever, Norisa or whoever who can see this letter, you may give your opinion, you may answer my question to analyze which one is a complex and which one is the compound sentences for the first part. For the first, where is the paragraph? There is no paragraph, only one paragraph. Gadis, Cantik. Is it only one? Hello? Cantik?
Yes, yes.
Only one. Oh yeah, Cantik. In making paragraph, you have to put the one tab, or we should be put it here.
I forgot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Okay. Okay, come on. From the first paragraph belongs to Chantik, or Chantik, you're going to answer by yourself. No problem. Come on. Which one is the complex or compound sentences?
Right or not?
Is it compound? Which one?
I don't know.
Compound sentences mean that there are two independent sentences, right? Which one is the first independent and which one is in? Yes? Hello?
Um, wait. I guess I'm wrong. Sorry.
Okay, imagine how scary it is to live here. We are still getting serious. It is one sentence, right? It is compound. What about the others? What do you think? From imagine how scary it is to live here. We are really scared to go outside. Kids are now not allowed to go to school because the plague is getting serious. Idea. This is compound. No problem. Okay, Abimanyu, good. Next, what about Adelia? Adelia Marsha? Dayunta? Gazi? It is a complex or compound. So, Abimanyu said that it is the compound. Well, you said it is the
Complex.
Why do you think it is a complex sentence?
Because it looked complex to me.
Complex to you. So this is the answer because of the complexity of the sentence. So you think it is the okay. Good idea. Okay, we go back to the however. Don't you have any other statement that talk about the okay? Number one is imagine how scary it is to live here. Abimanyu said it is compound. Well, you say however. Most people believe that you said that it is complex. Okay, who will give me another or other opinions regarding to the sentences? I'm afraid is the independent sentence. Well, this one is the dependent sentence to give the to support the sentence, the independent sentence, or to change the noun. I'm afraid it, right? I'm afraid it. It means that I change it to that terrible things are happening in London, so it will be more meaningful. Okay, if you just write I'm afraid it, what it actually? I don't understand. What do you mean? I don't have any ideas actually. I don't get the point. But if you write I'm afraid, oh yeah, I'm afraid of that terrible things are happening in London. Okay, this is complex sentence. I'm really concerned about my family's safety here. Okay? Because a plague has been spreading rapidly around London. What about this, guys?
Is it complex?
Yes, good. I'm really concerned about my family's safety here. Not in here, but here. Cantik? Because, yes, good. I am really concerned about my family's safety here because a plague has been spreading. It should be no full stop. I'm concerned about the family's safety here because it should be one sentence, right? That's why we call it complex sentence because there are two sentences into one. And I'm really concerned about my family's safety here is the independent clause. Well, because of plagues, yes?
What if we put the comma instead of a full stop?
Yes, it is better. No problem you put comma, but because we have already put the full stop, no, it is not good for full stop because it is still the reasons of the previous sentence. It is the independent sentences, okay? Therefore, because what is the reason? What is the reason I'm really concerned about my family safety here. So you give the reason, right, with the dependent clause using this subordinating conjunction. We don't put full stop or comma. It is better. Why? Because is the conjunction or the connectives, or you connect both of the sentences using this conjunction. We call it subcoordinating conjunction because this is as the dependent clause, while this one is independent. This is independent clause. Okay, this is dependent clause. So we call it complex sentences. Okay, next. Hello, come on, use your microphone. Do not just keep quiet and listen. Speak up, please. It has been going around London for almost 7. It already took 7,165 lives in the first week. Is it? What is it? What about this? Is it simple sentence or what actually? Hello?
Simple.
Simple? It already took 7,000. Good, it is simple. But what about this?
This? Huh?
What about
The
this?
second one?
Yeah, because it is still in one. It is still one sentence, right? It should be there is no comma because you have already got it. Cantik has already put and. Okay, it should be without comma. So it already took 7,000 lives in the first week. And how? Okay, 1,000 learners had died. And do you think how is good for?
Itu now kali.
Yes?
Yes,
Oh,
now.
now. Yeah, it is. Okay. So it should be, it is the compound sentence without comma, right? Without comma. So it already took 7. Remember, because we are talking about the condition as if or pretending that you are at a time. So we have to use simple present tense instead of simple past. Okay, it has already taken. It should be like that. You should use simple present tense, present perfect tense, and present continuous tense, as well as the future instead of simple past. Once more, the condition is I'm afraid that terrible things are happening in London. So at the moment, pretending that you are at the moment. Okay. Once more, we do not retell. Okay, but we have a character that as if we were there. 165 lives in the first week. And now, it is not how, right? And now, without comma, it should be, it has already taken 7,165 lives in the first week. Okay, and now 1,000 Londoners has, instead of has died because of this plague. Okay, once more, it is the compound because
Compound.
yes, this is compound. Why? Because this is the same. Both of them are independent. Independent.
Yes.
Yeah. The first is independent clause or simple, right? Simple tense, right? Simple sentence, right?
Yep.
And another one
Yes.
is it is same. It is the independent clause or independent sentence. Okay.
Yep.
But please have a look for this one. This one. Because of this play, is it the clause, guys? It is a clause.
Which one?
This one. We call it. We
The
call it
display.
noun phrase. Noun
Yeah.
praise. Why? Because it is not a sentence, right? It is a praise.
Yeah.
There are two words. One, two. So we call it praise. Okay. Next.
Yep.
Good. Thank you. Next. Come on, speak up. The one who hasn't spoken at all. Your idea about the next part. The things we don't really know the causes of this disease existency. However, most people believe that this. You said that it is the
Complex.
complex sentence. Good. Okay. Why we said it complex? We should not put the full stop here, right?
It's complex.
Yeah. Why we use the
Yes.
subordinating conjunction.
However.
Yes, good. Subordinating conjunction. The thing we don't really know the causes of this disease existence. However, yeah, the comma will be put here instead of no full stop here because it is still in one sentence when we call it complex sentence. We have already discussed four sentences here. Most of them are complex sentences, and there is a simple sentence as well as a compound. Okay, next we are going to listen from the next letter. Belongs to Almira. Where is Almira?
Dear brother, I am afraid that terrible things are happening in London. People died because of this. There is a bacteria that infects us through fleas. I've watched the TV and it is pretty serious. The government instruct the people to stay at home because it could spread if we are out in a public place. The school are closing malls too. My children study at home now. They have online classes. You still remember Katie, right? Your friend at high school? She is now at the hospital because she is infected. Every time I went out to buy groceries, I have to be careful. The roads are pretty quiet now. My biggest worry is my husband. You know, he's a doctor. He has a lot of patients with this bacterial infection, and I'm so worried. And I also have been chatting with mom and dad, and they're okay. I'm hoping this disease will end soon. I hope my husband's okay. He hasn't texted me for a while. I can't really think of anything except my husband right now. I'm also kind of worried for mom and dad, but I can assure you they are all right. Don't come here for a while. I'm gonna tell you when everything is fine. I'm also worried for you. Take care. Love your sibling, Elvira.
Please give
Done.
very big applause. Okay, good. Almira, I love Cantik, Almira, and others. Most of you guys is very good in
Was this
making or in
in
writing the
1665?
yeah. Most of you have a very good in writing the letter. I love it. The way your writing is good, and then your ideas or your opinions mostly or most of the students from this class are very good and excellent, as well as the way you are speaking. I love it. Almira, I love the way you are speaking. Cantik, Taki, Bari, whoever from Cambridge class. It is a social class for English, right? So that's why I love the way you are speaking, your accent. It could be like an American, British accent, or yeah, what kind of the accent. The most important thing is your pronunciation. is correct.
Daryl.
Yeah, Daryl also is good.
Daryl is
Yes, Daryl is very great in
do
speaking
the Indian
English.
accent.
Yeah, I haven't mentioned
Indian
that.
accent.
Yeah. Well, guys, please have a look for this letter. Okay. For the opinions or ideas are so great. I love the way you're writing. Okay. I have already given you good score for this part. But please have a look for the first part in writing a letter. Okay. In writing a letter, do you think that you have to give the space here? Yeah. So between the date and the it is the greeting, right? We have
Yeah.
it is the body of the letter. This is the time or the date. Well, this one is the greeting or the greet to the what is it receiver. Well, this one is the body of the letter. So you have to give the space on it. As well as this, if you have already give the space on it, please do not put the tab. It is tab. It's called tab. Okay, if you have already put tab here, do not give the tab or space. If you are going to use space, so you have to write am here. I'm afraid that terrible things are happening. Okay, next we are going to have a look for the grammar. I'm afraid that terrible things are happening in London. People die. Okay, once more. Because we are talking about the terrible things are happening in London means we are talking about what is happening at the moment. Okay, your character is a mom. Okay, which there is something wrong happening, is happening, not was happening, is happening at a time. As if and pretending that you are at a time. It happened at this time. Okay, so people died because of this. There is a bacteria or bacteria that infects. Yeah, if you say a bacteria, you have to say infects using as. Okay, then
Okay.
yeah, I love this. Okay, the government, if you use the full stop, you have to use capital letter, right? Okay, good.
Yeah.
You have to use instructs using as because this is the government. You have to use simple present or present continuous tense as well as the imperfect tense. The government instructs the people to stay at home. It can't spread if we are out. Okay, good. Good. Okay. Now, please have a look for both of compound and complex. Do you find? Okay, whoever. It could be Almira or any other students can answer my question relating to.
People died because of this.
Yeah, mention your name and then mention what you're going to explain actually. Compound, complex, or grammar. Okay, yeah.
People died because of this is compound.
Which one?
The second sentence.
The second
People died because
sentence.
of this.
Of this.
Oh,
Yeah, okay, come on. Taki, which one? People die because the second sentence, right?
yeah, it's a compound.
It is a compound. People died because of this. Is it compound?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is compound. People died because of this. Is it compound? Do you think it
I
is?
think.
Do you think it is sentence?
Because of this.
It is a sentence. It is word, right?
Yeah, there's a full stop.
Full stop.
Because, but there is a because.
Yeah. So it is because of it is as what I have already explained at the previous meeting on Monday. Because means that subordinating conjunction. So the sentence must be a complex, right?
Complex.
Complex sentence. Okay. It is a complex
So,
sentence instead of compound. Why? Because of followed by. It is word or phrase. Because of must be followed by noun or non-phrase. Okay. So that's why we call it complex sentence. Okay. Why? Because people died. People died is independent sentence. Well, this one, it is not a sentence, but it is a noun or a phrase. A noun, it is a noun, right? Okay, this is a noun. Okay, it is the subordinating conjunction. Okay, good. Taki, you have already tried for the. Are you going to give me another example, Taki?
That's what that means.
Yes, which one? Compound or complex?
The government.
The government. Okay.
is strong.
Okay, which is it? The complex or compound?
I think it was a complex.
Okay,
Because
the
there
government.
is
Yes, sorry.
Because sentence there.
Because. Sorry.
Because there is a because.
Okay, because there are some sentences, right?
because there is a because.
Because there is a because, yeah. Good. Yeah, because there is subordinating conjunction. Okay.
Yes, yes.
So give the reason it must a complex sentence. Excellent. Give it a applause. Okay. So the government instructs the people to stay at home because it can spread it. Yeah, it can spread if you are out in the public, it must be complex sentences. It is more than two sentences in this sentence. Okay, good. It can spread it. We are out in the public places. Okay, good. Instructs. Okay, Amir. Okay, Amiruddin. Come on, Amiruddin.
The sentence is my children study at home now.
Wait, wait, wait. Okay, my children study.
First
Okay, good.
paragraph.
Hmm?
First paragraph.
Yes, good. Which one this is?
My children study at home now. I think it is compound sentence.
Is it compound? Is it compound, guys?
Yes,
It is the?
I think.
It is a simple sentence. Only one
Oh, yeah,
subject
simple. I mean
plus
simple.
one verb.
One sentence, yeah.
Okay, good. Well, this one is the complement. Okay, or adverb of place. Okay, remember, Almira, you have to put capital letter for the first part of the full stop. Okay, my children study at home now. My children is the subject, study is the verb, and this one is a complement, or we call it adverb of place. How many adverb you know, guys? Adverb of place. What else? At home, at the market, at school. Adverb of place. Adverb of time. Now, tomorrow, yesterday. Adverb of frequency. I often do the test by myself. It means that sometimes you are cheating. No, there is no one like that right in this class. Okay, or I always teach in the morning. I always study at night. Always, often, as well as usually. All of them are adverb of frequency. Okay, so please help me to mention once more, to repeat once more. How many adverb do you know, guys? Adverb of place.
Time, places.
Time. Okay, good. What else?
Time, places.
Manner
And manners.
and frequency. It's like often,
Oh.
usually, sometimes. Okay, good. Amiruddin. Thank you, Amiruddin. I will give you a score for your active in my class. Okay, next. Amiruddin, Muhammad Amiruddin. Okay, next, please. Okay, this is simple sentence. Okay, once more, Amira, please put the capital letter in it. Okay, we go to the second. Yes, thank you, Almira, for your beautiful letter. Next, but still remember capital letter, the punctuation, the score of the content or the score of your letter are 15. But for the capital letter or the writing will be scored for about 5. So it means that there are 20 score for your answer for this directed writing. Therefore, your punctuation, the full stop, comma, as well as the capital letter is very important because it will support your scoring, support your ideas, because it will give you additional 5 scoring. Okay, so there are about 20 score for all of the part, 15 for the content and 5 for the writing, quality of the writing. Okay, you still remember Katie, right? Do you still remember Katie? Yeah. We combine it into one sentence. That's why we call it complex sentence. While this one, it is different.
Yeah.
It is different sentence,
Yes.
right? Okay, so it is different sentence.
Compound sentence.
Yeah, it is compound. Good.
Oh,
Yeah, Isa.
and I also have been chatting with mom and dad, and they're okay.
Better if. Yes, good. It is the complex or compound?
Compound.
Yes, good. I suggest you, Almira.
Complex.
Yes, good. In writing this, because you have already used full stop, means that you are writing another sentence, right? Okay. It is better you use. Yeah. Furthermore, so you, even though more, I have been chatting with my mom and. Okay, we call it compound. Why? Because there is and here, and so many and here. Almira love to write and. Okay, you can say furthermore than, yeah, instead of and for. Okay, good for Almira's letter. I love the way you're writing the letter. Overall, it's very good for the content as well as for the ideas. Thank you, Almira. Give a big applause for Almira once more. Let's continue for the next letter. For the next letter, here is the letter S. Taki?
Yes.
Yes?
Dear John, I am afraid that terrible things are happening in London. I don't exactly know when or how this started, but the disease that people call the Black Plague has spread violently through every part of London. Since then, London has been in turmoil. The city is just chaotic. The people are forced to stay in their house in hope that they won't catch the disease. And to those who are infected are locked in their houses, and their front door are marked with a red cross. It gives me chills every time I see that red cross. Me and my family are fortunately fine, but I don't know how long this fortune would last. I took a job opportunity as a plague doctor in hopes of keeping us safe and sound. I'm still in awe that Hobby managed to get the job. Maybe there's still hope for us after all. The kids are fine, thankfully. They remain calm in these trying times. But the situation in here seems to be getting worse, and I'm afraid that our future is not looking bright. So I'm writing this letter to you to make sure that if something unfortunate happens to me and my family, I want you to know that I love you very much. Take care of Mother for me and tell her that I love her as much as you.
Yay!
I hope you receive this poke. I hope they receive this poke, please. And until then, farewell.
Excellent.
Love your sister,
Thank
Margaret.
you, Taki. Good. I love the content or the ideas of yours, of your letter. Okay, we are going to take a look for the grammar as well as the complex and the compound sentences. Okay, this object, right? For speaking directly, no problem. Me and my friend, me and no problem. For that. Yeah, because you know, it is for the writing. Although I know actually it is for informal letter, right? It is informal, right? Because you're writing to your brother, right? Okay, but for the IGCSE task, I'm afraid it will be for the speaking directly, no problem. You say me and my family, but for the writing is either it is formal or informal. I hope that you're going to write using the exact subject I, and also for the way you're writing is I love the way you're writing. It means like it's not too formal because you are talking to your brother, right? You are talking about the condition and that. But I have to remind once more that you are talking about what happening in you at this time. Habit check. So you use simple present continuous tense, simple present tense, as well as present perfect tense instead of simple past or past perfect tense. Okay, once more, if you're doing or if you're writing for the question, answering for the question of the reading, you have to look and pay attention for the character what you are going to be. Okay, let's continue to the first part. Okay, come on. Who can help me to say, or Taki, are you going to mention some of the compound or complex sentences? Or Keisha? Or Isa? Raka? Raka na Isaku. Where is Raka? Come on. Salsabila? Are you there? Salsabila? Siti Fatima Zahra? Marshanda? I haven't listened your voice. Come on. Marshanda, Salsabila, Raka, Salma, Siti Fatima Zahra. Okay, come on. Hi. Hi. Yeah, come on, help me, please. Yeah. Okay, who can help me? Bila, come on, Bila, Kalista. Okay, help me, please. Okay, who say hey? You can help me to answer it. To give me to analyze which one is the complex or compound sentence. What about this? I don't exactly know when or how this started, but a disease that people call the Black Plague has spread violently through every part of London. What do you think? It is the It is the,
Complex.
it must be complex sentence. There is when or how. It is the relative pronoun. That all of them are relative pronoun. There are so many independent clause as well as dependent clause for this part. That's why we call it complex sentence. Come on. Complex sentence.
Complex.
Since, right?
Complex.
Since is subordinating conjunction, so it must be followed by the dependent.
Complex.
Yeah, it is a complex dependent clause. Dependent. It to explain the people are forced to. Why people have to force to stay in their houses? Since London has been in turmoil. Okay, so you have to. Yes, good. Next. Which one? What about paragraph 2? I and my family are fortunately fine. Okay, full stop. Yeah, no. I and my family are fortunately fine, but I don't know how long this fortune would last. It is the
Complex. The other one
Yes.
beside complex or compound.
yes, good.
Complex.
This if there are complex and compound, it must be complex. Why?
Right.
Yeah, because complex is more than compound, right? Yeah. Okay, please have a look.
Yes.
Yeah, means that I and my family. Yeah, it is good. It is the compound, but there is another. I don't know. It is the noun clause or complex sentence. I don't know. It it. Then you change it into how long this fortune will last. Okay. It should be takes. Habit takes a job opportunity as the plague doctor is in hope of keeping us safe and sound. Okay. Yes, I think because the time is over. Okay.
Okay.
Overall, we have already discussed about the complex and compound sentences as well as grammar. Okay. About the tense.
Yes.
I hope you're going to get more knowledge for today, for this morning. Hope for the next meeting or to answer the next question will be very okay, not only good in ideas but also in the quality of writing. Okay guys, thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye. See you.